Hello boys and girls, today I am going to show you how to draw using a grid. Now this is going to look funky right now because it's all mixed up because what you are drawing is a mystery, so you won't know what it is until you actually complete your drawing over here. So what you're going to do first is you can choose any of these squares here. Let's say you're going to start with this square, and this square has a number in it that says 35. So what that means is that you're going to get this grid then, find the number 35, and that is what you're going to draw in that square. So what this one says in 35 is going to go in number 35 over here. And you can also bend this paper so that you can put the two pieces as close together as you can. So I can put them right next to each other. So I've got 35 right next to 35 so that I can see them nice and easy. All right, so how you're gonna do this is, I like to kind of map out my square first a little bit easier so that I can really get the placement of my lines where they need to go. So how I do that is on each side, I mark out the center point. So there's one there, one there, one there. I don't need to do one on this side because there's nothing touching that side. So now I'm going to do the same thing over here. Now when I do it over here on the blank one, I'm going to do it lightly so that it will not show up in my final drawing and I can erase it really easily. All right, now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pick a line. So I'm going to pick this line first, and I need to just plot the points where it's touching the grid edge so that I can get the placement of that line correct, so that when my whole thing is all finished, it will make a picture. So let's find out where this line is touching. It looks like it's about right there and about right here. All right, now I'm gonna get kind of the shape of that line down. It's got a slight curve to it. So I'm going to slightly draw that in like that. And again, I'm doing that lightly because if I need to erase it later, it will be easy to do that, okay? All right, now these thicker lines, you're gonna do the same thing, but you need to do both sides. So this one is pretty much right on that center point. This one's to the right a little bit, about right there. So it's got a little bit of a angle to it. And we're just gonna lightly sketch it in. Same thing over here, about right there, and we'll sketch it in. Now, even though this line is dark, I would not shade it in because again, if you need to erase it for anything, then it's gonna be hard to do that, okay? So then all I do is I move on to another square. I could do this one down here. This one says number 3. So that means I'm going to find the square that has number 3, and I'm going to do the exact same thing that I just did. I'm going to mark off those center points right there. This one I'm not really going to do anything on this side, so let's mark this one and this one. All right, so let's start with this one. This one goes right down to that corner, so that's easy, and then we start or end right there, and it's got a little bit of a curve to it, so I'm going to lightly sketch that in. All right, this one's gonna come up from that corner a little bit. This one's up here. When the lines run parallel, it's easy to just put that line in there too, as long as you have the first one correct. Looks like there is a little bit of a line here. So I'm gonna go ahead and sketch that in too, okay? So that's how you're going to finish the entire grid. And when you're done, you'll see what picture you are drawing. Have fun.